Hey everyone, it's Shannon Rose with Topaz Labs with another top tip. In this tutorial, we'll show how AI ReMix can be used to bring subtle enhancements to your photos by using masks, opacity, blend modes, and we went ahead and added a few more adjustments along the way just to help the photo really pop. First, I want to clear up some confusion and let y'all know AI ReMix is an adjustment and it's found in the Adjustments drop-down menu under Abstraction. Today's photo is of a woman with one blue eye and one green eye and a flower crown. We're going to use the following adjustments to get this finished look: Precision Contrast, Sharpen, AI ReMix, HL Color Tuning, AI ReMix, and Smudge. These are in the order from first applied to last applied. We will later move a few adjustments around to get the details in the places we really want it. Placement of stacked adjustments is important because, unlike Photoshop, Studio reads information from the top down, meaning whatever you have stacked first will be what the program processes first. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I mean. The first adjustment that we will apply is Precision Contrast. The photo seems a little monotone to me and dull, so this adjustment will help liven it up a little bit before we move on to more important adjustments. Set the Precision Contrast sliders to the following settings. Contrast section is Micro 0.37, Low 0.26, Medium 0.25, and High is negative 0.38. In your Light section, Shadow is negative 0.16, Midtone is 0.19, Highlight is 0.22, and your equalization, you should choose High. In your Color section, your Saturation is 0.24, Vibrant is 0.20, and your Color Contrast is 0.44. If you notice, Precision Contrast brings out a lot of color, contrast, and details that were lost in her flower crown and the photo as a whole. As nice as this image is, I notice a lot of blur or lack of focus around her eyes, which seems weird to me, so we're going to fix it by adding a little bit of Sharpen for our next adjustment. Go to Adjustments and select Sharpen. After selecting the drop-down arrow under that adjustment, select Unsharpen Mask in the adjustment settings. Next, go to Strength and select 0.28. Radius should be 2.59 and threshold should be 0.06. This makes the entire photo a bit more crisp and brings out details, especially in the eyes, that were lost before. For example, we notice that her eyes are actually two different colors now. One is blue and one is green. Let's exaggerate that a bit by adding HSL Color Tuning. Go to Adjustments and select HSL Color Tuning. Upon opening this adjustment, we need to immediately add a mask to make sure only her eyes are affected by this adjustment. Go to the mask thumbnail, the white square next to the adjustment name, and we're going to invert the mask first, then select the white brush and mask in the eyes. Since the mask is all black and the eyes are white, we know only the eyes will get this adjustment applied. After making sure the mask is applied by clicking Done, first, we're going to go into the green and the blue selection next to the yellow and adjust the settings before we go into the overall saturation and then continue editing the details. For the green adjustments, green saturation is 0.29, blue adjustments, the blue hue is 0.19, blue saturation 0.71, blue lightness 0.30, Next, we're going to do the overall adjustments. The overall hue is 0.42, overall saturation is 0.15, and the overall lightness is 0.06. Now we're going to move over to editing the details a little bit. The bottom section, the details should be negative 0.18, suppressed artifacts 0.15, and color sensitivity should be 0.12. This adjustment really made the fact that her eyes are two different colors much more noticeable. To me, these little details are so important when it comes to expressing the personality of each photo. But now that we've got the foundation of this photo cleaned up, let's step into some of the fun detailing with AI ReMix. The first application of AI ReMix is the adjustment we will be moving to the top of the stack after we get done making the following changes. Go to Adjustments and select AI ReMix. Select the style thumbnail that looks like a bunch of docked boats. It'll be the second row and the second style. And select High for the style strength. Now, this adjustment, when applied to the entire photo, comes off a bit strong for her skin. So let's go ahead and fix that. Open the adjustment and select the masking thumbnail to activate the masking tool. Invert the mask, which is the icon next to the eye in the masking menu, and select a white brush. We're going to mask in the flower crown since it's the only object we want affected by this adjustment in this photo. After applying the mask, bring the opacity to 0.41. This makes the adjustment much more subtle, but still keeps the adjustment painterly and noticeable while bringing out the detail and color of each flower. Now move this adjustment to the top of the stack so it won't be affected by the adjustments beneath it. The next application is another AI ReMix to help bring some color to this monotone background. So go to Adjustments and select AI ReMix. The style we will be applying is located in the 6th row and it is the 3rd image. It looks like a rainbow version of the Grand Canyon. Make sure the style strength is set to low, the opacity is set to 0.46, and the blend mode is set to color. By setting the blend mode to color, you get to play off a lot of the existing colors that are already in the photo while adapting to the photo's colors at the same time. It really makes the entire photo pop as a whole. The last adjustment we're applying is purely cosmetic. I really dislike how dry and crapped her lips look, so we're going to grab the smudge adjustment and smooth them out a little. Go to Adjustments and select Smudge. Select the Mask tool next to the adjustment name and invert it just like the previous steps and mask in her lips with a white brush on a black mask. This way we can make sure that only her lips are affected by this adjustment. After making sure the mask is applied, by clicking Done when finished, go into the settings of this adjustment and set them as the following. Strength is 0.29, extent is 0.28, and sharpness is 0.06. As you can see, that really takes out a lot of the dryness of her lips and makes them look a lot more moisturized. Well, that's it for this week's top tip. Join us next time to see what you can learn.